Hey there, Papa's Posse. Don't forget about that QR code. Take you to my eBay, YouTube, and Instagram page. Well, welcome back to the channel there, Papa's Posse. Once again, it's time for Papa's Comic Books, Coffee, and more. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It's Papa's Comic Books, Coffee, and more. And today we have The Fury of Firestorm, The Nuclear Man, number 42. This book was 75 cents back in 1985. Title of the story, A Long Night's Journey into Day by Gary Conway and Raphael Kayanam. Now, before we begin, don't forget this book and others are available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. Let's see what's going on here. July 1985. I don't know where to begin. The last few days have been so crazy. I feel as if I've turned inside out. First, the weather changed. Then the world seemed to come apart. If it hadn't been for the Donna and Titans, I'd be lost. Now alone, out of my mind, maybe dead like so many others. Where do I begin? What is my name? My name is Lorraine Riley. My father is Walter Riley, former senator from New York. I'm a college sophomore. I've been a college sophomore for 2 years. I have trouble staying in school. Schools have trouble staying with me. I have another name, too. Firehawk. Is that really Manhattan down there, Donna? I keep asking myself the same question, Lorraine. The world is mixed up. Everything has changed. Then most changed back except New York. New York can say that again. Check out the current issue of Crisis on Infinite Earths. Titan's Tower is still in the middle of the East River, so that must be Manhattan below us. I hope we can find Terry and your father down there. Donna, I have to thank you. You and the Titans. When this thing started, I almost went nuts. You guys helped pull me back together. You helped yourself, Lorraine. That new costume was your idea, and a good one. It helped cement your sense of identity. Hey, it didn't. Hey, didn't it? My old outfit was designed by the creeps who made me Firehawk and sent me off to kill Firestorm. These clothes are all mine. You know, for the first time, I really feel like a superhero. Good for you, Hawk. The world needs all the help it can get these days. Uh-oh. Didn't you say you and your dad have a townhouse in the East 30s? What's wrong? I'm sorry, Hawk. Look, there is no more East 30s. Volcanoes. Holy cow. Hawk, Dad, wait. Just can't swoop down listen to me. I know how you feel. Since the madness started, all I can think about is Terry. Is he all right? Is he alive? We've all been married a few months, but it seems as if we've spent our whole lives together. I've lost too many people in my life, starting with my mother. To lose Terry too? That's why I agreed to this expedition when you suggested it, but we can't charge off without thinking. Hawk, will you listen to... No! Wonder Girl, oh no, look at that. Wonder Girl, oh no. Ever had the feeling that you must be asleep, but you know you're not? Look at all that. It's an eyeball. When I broke through the low mist and saw what had hold on Donna, I wanted to pinch myself awake. Shh. Awake or asleep. There was only one thing I could do. So I did it. I always wondered how you'd give an octopus a hot foot. Thanks. Just trying to even the score. Hawk, this part of Manhattan is a prehistoric time slip. Different parts of the island are stuck in different timelines. It's the same all over the world. Donna, do you have any idea what's going on? No more than you, Lorraine. Tell you the truth, I'm frightened. Me too. You ever shake a dead light bulb? When the filaments come loose inside, that's how I feel right now, loose and crumbly. Where is he, Donna? Is my dad down there in that jungle? I don't think so, Hawk. Your father and Midtown Manhattan are from our time. That jungle is from a different era. I'll bet they've switched times somehow, Dad, in the past. I wish I could say for the sure for the stranger that than anything was taught by the Amazons of Paradise Island. Amazons? Real Amazons? Queen Hippolyta and her people raised me as one of their own, gave me a share of their power and their love. I hope they're all right. Queen Hippolyta and the Amazons, it sounds like a fairy tale. My mother used to read me fairy tales when I was a little girl before she died. I'm sorry. I was 4. She smelled like roses. We had a garden, roses, garden. She worked in the garden. Excuse me. After the breakfast, I remember that. And her hands, I remember her hands. She kept her fingernails short, and they were always smudged with soil. I remember she used to laugh because she could never get them clean. That's all I remember. She was lovely. She smelled of roses, and she could never get her hands clean from the soil. Not much to remember about your own mother, is it? It's more than I remember about mine, Lorraine. Do you want to keep looking for your father? With all my heart. But what good would it do if I know he's not here? Let's find your husband. You sure? I'm sure. Liar. I never wanted the superpowers, and for a long time after I got them, I pretended I didn't have them, except when Firestorm was around. For as long as I can remember, I've avoided responsibility in school, at home, with boyfriends. I hate it when people expect me to do things. I guess that's why I haven't done much as Firehawk. Firestorm, I've only seen him once since he left for Pittsburgh, the day before the craziness started. Between him and Dad, I don't know who to worry about more. Hawk, this mist, so thick, we can't see a thing. Can you light us a path? Might as well try. The mist is burning off. I can almost see. Boom. Oh my God, Donna. Look, we expected all kinds of trouble, but an iron cannonball, that wasn't on our list. Donna went down like she struck a bird and went after her as fast as I could fly, which is pretty fast. And it turns out, half a second later, I got to the second biggest shock of my life. This was the Lower Manhattan, all right. Lower Manhattan circa 1776, smack in the middle of the Revolutionary War. Oh no, not the Revolutionary War. Donna, wake up, Donna, tell me what to do. Donna, oh boy, whoosh, bing, bang. I've got to find shelter. Donna's been hit pretty hard. Even with her Amazon powers, she might be hurt. We need a doctor. But what colonial doctor is going to help us with me looking like this? Exit Firehawk. Enter Lorraine Riley. Maybe I could find some help in this tavern. And then, again, maybe not. Hello, us. Is there a doctor in the house? What's this, eh? A girl in men's clothing? And another in her underdrawers? Take a look at her colors, Bill. Red and blue. They're the Union Jack colors. We've got us a pair of Tories. Ned, let's teach him how we treat Tories hereabout. You're making a mistake. We're not. She's not. Enough from you, girl. I've a mind to leave her alone, Bill. Tomahawk, what's she to the wilderness man like you? Nothing. Anyone but a drunken fool could see she's no Tory. Would she come in here like that if she were? Let her be. Go to Hades. Don't make me hurt you, Bill. We're all in this fight together. But if you insist, I'll oblige. Help him, Dan. And buy him help him up, Dan, and buy him an ale on me. We need strong men like him in Washington's army, even if he does have more brawn than brain. And call Dr. Viles. And then there's Saturday morning TV. Okay. The young woman needs help. You're a Tomahawk, the frontiersman. I am. Have we met, Miss? Lorraine Riley. No, we haven't met, but I've heard about you. Make that read about you. History is the only subject I've ever enjoyed for a while. I almost drew straight A's. Tomahawk was or will be a hero of the American Revolution. He's a legend, like Davy Crockett. This is too weird for words. And he used to have his own comic series. Minutes after, at the rear of the tavern, in a room smelling of tallow smoke, This girl is fevered. What has happened to her? What do I tell him? She was hit by a cannonball, Doc? But it's okay. She's an Amazon. In all my years, I've never seen a fever God's oath. Where did she get this welt? Oh my God. Those look like sucker marks from that octopus tentacle. Dr. Donna's probably got some kind of infection. This is beyond my experience. I'll have the tavern keep prepared to a broth. Keep her warm. All we can do is let the fever burn itself out. Thank you, Doctor. Now, Miss Riley, isn't it time you told me who you are and what you are doing here? I'm not blind and I'm no fool. You're no Tory, but I don't know what you are. I'll never make you believe me. Why don't you try? Okay, but remember, you asked for it. First thing you've got to know is that Donna and I are from the future. Your future, second thing. We're different. See what I mean? Whoosh. I've got to hand it to Tomahawk. He took what I told him in stride. After I explained a bit about what Donna and I were doing there, he was quiet for a long time. I'll always wonder what went through his mind. Then, just before he started to smile, "Young Miss Riley, you're a gift from heaven. Would you step over here, please? Tell me what you see out there in the harbor. British ships." "No, Miss Riley, what you see is the bitter end of our young revolt. The British completely control the waters around New York Harbor. And what's worse, they've cut off General Washington's left flank on Long Island. Our information is Howe's army, 20,000 strong, plans to crush Washington's forces in Brooklyn tomorrow at dawn. Why doesn't Washington evacuate?" "He would, but Howe's army has his position surrounded. Washington desperately needs a diversion. My men and I were planning to provide it tonight, but there's a strong chance we'll fail, unless you want my help. That's crazy. Men may die without the revolt, may fail. Can you say no? You don't know what you're asking. Suppose I screw up and I change history. No, I'm not out for this kind of thing. I can't do it. I won't. Then I will. Donna, I'll do it. Sick or not, somebody has to help. Donna, get back in bed. You're sick. Somebody has to. I guess that settles it, Tomahawk. You win. What do you want me to do? That's how I find myself flying over the village of Brooklyn about an hour later, more scared than I'd ever been before. Too weird. Other parts of New York are different time zones, but the whole southern tip of Manhattan, New York Harbor, and Long Island are caught in 1776. Because of the fog bank to the north, the people here don't know what's happened to the rest of the city. So what happens when Washington tries to retreat north? Will he end up in later Jurassic era or what? Forget it, girl. No way you can figure that out. All you can do is wait for the Tomahawk signal and do your... Oh, no. Donna! Why don't we chase him? That's what I'd like to know. We've bloody well got the rebels on the run. Cut them down. Now. That's what... Aye! Somebody has to help. Bloody hell! Great. I hope General Washington is ready to clear out, 'cause, like it or not, bam, bam, here we come. Whoosh! I never asked for superpowers, and if I could give them away sometimes, I think I would. And sometimes, I wouldn't give them up for all the world. Tomahawk, what is the world if it happens at the British camp? What in the world is happening at the British camp? It's the diversion you needed, General, earlier than I expected, I admit. But if you want me to explain it, sir, the truth is you'd never believe it. I'm not even sure I believe it. Things were getting crazier and crazier. Even in the middle of all the fighting, I could see Donna's fever starting to break. Just in time, too. From where I was, I could see Washington's army starting to move out. They won't get far if those cannons start blasting away. Well, there's one way to handle that. Whoosh, boom, on a cannon. The army's safe, Dan. The redcoats will never catch us now. We owe those women more than we could ever repay. Think you'll get home all right, Tomahawk? Part of me hopes they do, Dan, and part of me hopes they stay. Why, with them on our side, the revolt would be over in a week. It's a sweet, sweet dream, Dan, but I know in my bones it's not to be. Hawk, I feel like a sleepwalker. Are these really British soldiers we've been fighting? Yep. Feeling better? Like used linoleum. Everything's so hazy. We were searching for Terry. Wherever he is, Donna, he isn't here. And if it's okay with you, I just as soon explain it later. Right. You'd think I would have been glad to go, but I wasn't. Oh, sure, I was happy to be finished fighting. But the truth is, I liked how I felt to fight for something important. Always before I used my powers, Firehawk, just for myself, to be close to my man I love. I never planned to be a superhero. I mean, that wasn't one of my life goals. But that feeling, that sense of doing something important, a girl could get hooked on a feeling like that. Sure. Oh, say, Donna, when all this straightens out, if ever it does, I want to have a talk about the superhero stick. Sure, Lorraine, anytime you like. Could you do me a favor, Wonder Girl? Call me Firehawk. Firestorm, the nuclear man. Well, she was a woman, though. Number 42.75 back in 1985. Hope you enjoyed that little reading. And don't forget, this book and others are available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell, okay? And as Papa, Firehawk, and Donna always say,
That was easy.
until next time, Papa is out.